Did you know that Islands of Adventure is home to 16 unique restaurants? And today, I'm going to do something that no sane person should ever do. I'm going to eat and rank every single one of them. Will my stomach survive? Will I find the new best meal in the park? Or will I regret everything? The answer is probably yes to all of those, but let's go find out. Okay, so we are starting our day off over here at Croissant Moon Bakery. Croissant Moon Bakery is the very first restaurant you see when you walk into the parks because it is in port of entry, and that's very convenient because it's also got the best breakfast here in Islands of Adventure. Did I get breakfast today? No. That was the plan, but I like to sleep. No other excuse. So since I didn't get breakfast, I got my next favorite thing, and that is their hot turkey sandwich. So their hot turkey sandwich has shaved turkey, Gouda, bacon, and a roasted tomato aioli, and it's served on a croissant. I will say, it didn't used to be served on a croissant. It was on like a ciabatta bread or like focaccia, something like that. It was a different kind of bread, and I really enjoyed it. So this is the first time I've had it on the croissant, so we'll see how it is. I mean, look at those grill marks. Nice. There is almost nothing in this world that I can think of that is as good as smoked Gouda. It's one of those things that every time I have it, I'm just like, this is the supreme cheese. This is the cheese that rules all other cheeses. Like smoked Gouda, it's the best cheese. It also comes with potato salad, and I purposely did not get a fork to eat it because I have so much food to eat today. It's good. Just because you don't see me eating it doesn't mean it's not good. I just really got to pace myself. Croissant Moon Bakery, probably about as strong as a start as you can have. I mean, it's like a pastry shop. It's got the sandwiches, kind of like San Francisco Pastry Company over in Studios. It's just a great all-around place. I'm going to give Croissant Moon Bakery an 8.4. Definitely a good stop. Next up, we're at Confisco's, which was one of two, in case you need a visual representation, of the full-service restaurants here in Islands. Confisco's has always been one of my favorite restaurants in the park. It's like an Asian, Mediterranean, Greek fusion place. Like when you look at the menu, you'll see all those things represented. When it's busy, like it is today, I suggest reservations. I got reservations for 12 for one. It is still weird making reservations for one person. Something kind of fun and unique about this restaurant is when you walk in, supposedly, I've not found them all, I found a few. There are props or things that represent every island or land that is in Islands of Adventure. So like when you first walk in, there's the cat in the hat thing, and then like a fish from One Fish, Two Fish, and then behind me, it's up there on the wall, there's Toon Paint from Toon Lagoon. I need to find the other ones. But anyways, let's order some food. Nothing like starting your day with a pile of ribs. So these are the sweet and sour sticky ribs, and I have mixed feelings about these. It's not because they don't look amazing. They look, I mean, that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. It's because it's 11 o'clock, and I've got a pile of ribs. Wow, those are good. If you like sweet and sour chicken, imagine that, but on ribs. I mean, it's smoky, it's sweet, it's sticky, obviously, it's in the name. Now, I'm not sure I would suggest ribs if I was going to eat here and then go try to jump on like Velocicoaster or something, but if you're just here for dinner or lunch, like me, you should definitely get these. I've always said Confisco never misses, and it certainly didn't. Confisco's gets an 8.8. It's a really good start. This might be foreshadowing, but when I'm at the last restaurant at like 12 or 12:30 tonight, I'm probably going to regret ribs this early. Ribs at 11 a.m. This is my life. Next up in the rotation should be Seuss Landing, but I'm not eating here right now. I'm gonna skip it. Not because the food's not good. Food here is actually great. I love the food in Seuss Landing. But it's because I'm going to an event later tonight where I can get this food for free. So I'll see you in a little bit, green eggs and ham. So next up, I have a chicken kebab from Doc Sagru's Desert Kebab House Delicious Kebabs. I'll be honest, I don't know if the Delicious Kebabs is actually part of the name. It's on the sign, so I thought it was fun to add it. If you're wondering if I'm on my knees, the answer is yes. I couldn't find a table, and I've got a lot of restaurants to get to, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Just eating a kebab on my knees doesn't sound fun. I'll find something. So Doc Sagru's is a place that I think a lot of people walk by because it's kind of unassuming. You just sort of see it over there to the right, but having eaten here before, I will say they do have delicious kebabs. What I love about this place is it's normally not that long of a wait. The food is really good, and it's kind of a lighter option. I mean, they're not like, it's meat on a stick, so it's not going to be that light, but it's a lighter option compared to a lot of the fried stuff that you can get in the park. And so like on days where it's warmer, which is a lot down here in Florida, I enjoy having something that's not going to sit so heavy on my stomach, like sticky ribs. Okay, let's eat this. Word of advice, I like to pull them off this sharp skewer. This is my technique. Yep. The little caramelized onions on this, those are everything. Those are delicious. And there is some spice here, and I'm not sure where it comes from. I don't know if the chicken has like a rub on it, or if it's this like orangish sauce that's in here. But it's a little spicy. I guess we could just find out and try the sauce. It's the sauce. All in all, another fantastic stop. I know it probably seems like I'm giving everything a good rating, but I promise you there are things coming up that will not get a good rating. Doc Sagru's gets an 8.1. Delicious kebabs definitely should be in the name. We are now at the crown jewel of Islands of Adventure and probably the Universal Orlando Resort as a whole. This is Mythos. Mythos is the second full-service restaurant, and it sits inside of the Lost Continent. And, fun fact, Mythos is the world's best theme park restaurant. If you don't believe me, they have a banner. I'm just saying, if it's on a banner, it's probably true. Every time I walk in here, I'm kind of blown away. Like, the theming is so insane, and I just don't get in here that often because I don't do the sit-down restaurants as often as I should, because normally when I'm here, I'm trying to ride rides. Let's be honest. I got something new today. I've only ever eaten here like 3 or 4 times, and once again, I get the same thing over and over, and I guess over and over because 4 times I've been here. But the menu looks insane. I mean, like, there are some things on the menu that you don't expect to see in a theme park, so I'm excited to try it. I love it in here. I mean, look at the ceiling. It's like a cave. My food just arrived. It looks yummy. This is the butternut squash mascarpone ravioli. And mine is a little bit different than what you can order on the menu. So I was talking to my server, and she made the wonderful suggestion of putting blackened shrimp on it, like adding blackened shrimp to it, because she said that the ravioli could be a little sweet. And so, like, to balance that out, she likes to do blackened chicken or blackened shrimp. So I went with blackened shrimp. Let's go to a try. It really is the world's best theme park restaurant. That was such a good bite. Like, I'm getting full. And I have 50 restaurants left. Might as well be 50. And I'm going back for more. I'm really starting to be afraid that I have front-loaded all these restaurants because everything I've had has been really, really good so far. Mythos, this is a 9.6. This is so good. They earned that banner. That banner needs to stay there forever. There's some sort of, like, Greek magic going on here. See? It's a banner. It's official. now we have made our way over into the Three Broomsticks, which I would say is Island's most popular restaurant, simply because it's in the Wizarding World and everything in the Wizarding World is popular. And if you don't time it up right, you can wait a long time for a table here. I mean, they came in and made something that makes you feel like you're just in the movies or in the books, and it's so magical. Like, the first time you come here, your mind's blown. My mind's blown, and I've been in here 100 times at this point. It's just, they crushed it. Y'all remember how I said I was going to remedy my boring cup situation? I did. Now, this is a souvenir butterbeer cup. I am not going to put butterbeer in it. I just want water at this point in my day. Just water. So I got the rotisserie smoked chicken, which is like a half of a smoked rotisserie chicken. Don't get me wrong, the chicken looks great. But if I come to the Three Broomsticks, what I'm really here for are these potatoes. The potatoes are bomb. This chicken is delicious. It's moist. Boy, I hate that word. It is not dry. And it's just like, it's really flavorful. I'm shocked I've never had it before, because I feel like I've had almost everything in these parks. So like when I try something for the first time, I may have had it before. I'm unsure. Let me drink from my stein. But I'm going to go back to the potatoes for a minute. If you come here, you can just get a side of potatoes. It doesn't matter, but just always make sure you get potatoes. What else can I say? The Three Broomsticks, it's magical. 9 points to Three Broomsticks. That joke didn't come out as good as I wanted to. Three Broomsticks gets a 9. Next up, I am at Burger Digs. And what makes Burger Digs pretty unique is the fact that it's in the Jurassic Discovery Center. You know that place where in the first movie the dinosaur comes in and there's like the skeleton and the T-Rex is like, hey, I hate that banner, rips the banner off at the end of the movie? That's the Discovery Center. And now you can get a burger here. Oh, also, I'll probably have to make it dark for a second. This is really cool too. You get a view of the Lost Coaster. It's pretty sick. So from Burger Digs, I got the Casado Burger, which is a black Angus patty, sweet plantains, avocado, pork belly, a veganese on a brioche bun. It's a lot of stuff on a burger. That's interesting, and not in a bad way. I've just never had a couple of those things on a burger before. So, pork belly, never had that on a burger. And then even weirder to me is the plantains. But they work. Like, the balance between sweet and, like, savory, like, especially pork belly. Pork belly always goes with something sweet. I didn't want to like this, and, like, I took 2 bites. I'm so full, and this has shocked me. I literally came in here expecting to send Burger Digs back to the Ice Age or whatever happened to dinosaurs. But I'm going to give Burger Digs like a 6.3. I think it's a good burger. I have now made it into Toon Lagoon, and I still can't stop thinking about that ravioli. That might be the best theme park meal I've ever had. But anyways, yep, I'm in Toon Lagoon, and there are 3 restaurants here that I have to eat at, so let's get to it. I'm not excited about this. So we are at Comic Strip Cafe, and Comic Strip Cafe is, well, it's never done me right. I've had some really bad meals here. I do like the theming. I think it's fun. I don't know who 95% of them are. And I think that's the case for a lot of people, but it is fun. Listen, I'm trying to find anything positive to say. I had ramen here one time and took 1 bite. For me, to take 1 bite of something, it's got to be rough. So I got the crispy orange chicken, and it has rice, broccoli, orange chicken, and scallions. I'm trying to be enthusiastic. Here we go. No. I gotta get something to drink. Luckily, I have my mug. The water's good. I'm gonna be honest. It's comically bad. Dumb pun. But seriously, it's just not very good. I've given it a fair shot. Like, I've eaten here a few times and it just never does it. Much like the comic strips that it's based off of, this should be a thing of the past. I'm going to give this a 3.9. Doesn't even get a 4. Now this is dog food. Yeah. Next up, we are at Blondie's, home of the Dagwood, and I got a ham sandwich. I'm just kidding. I got a Dagwood. So a Dagwood is apparently ham, turkey, roast beef, American and Swiss cheese, topped with lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, and mustard. I don't know why. It looks like it'll make a fun sound if I drop it. Every once in a while in life, you just want a sandwich. And sandwiches sometimes really hit. I mean, do you remember those sandwiches you used to eat when you were by the pool? Put some chips on them, like between the bread? Yeah, sometimes sandwiches are just the best. I'm not entirely sure who Dagwood is and why he has a sandwich named after him, but I have a goal in life where I would love to eventually have a food item named after me. You can think that's weird, but you have your own goals. I'll have mine. It's a pretty standard sandwich, but it's a good standard sandwich. You know, like when you make a sandwich and it's like, okay, but if your mom makes that exact same sandwich, it's better. This is like in between when you make it and when your mom makes it. Blondie's is kind of like Subway. You have it your way. That might be Burger King. Eat fresh. That is Subway. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give Blondie's a 6.6 because, like I said, sometimes sandwiches, they're just good. I am so full right now. You may notice this big brown thing behind me. That's called a wall. Wimpy's is inaccessible because Papa's and Bluto's is under refurbishment, and I didn't think about that when I decided to do this video. I'm actually really, really sad because I was just craving another hamburger. Oh well, I'll rate it on my last time. You can actually get Dole Whip here, and Wimpy's is the best burger in the park, so I'm going to give Wimpy's a solid 7. Next up, it's that's right behind me. That's Captain America Diner. Not going to say anything else. Let's go inside. I didn't realize, but after a certain point, you have to mobile order. Listen, if I wasn't having a mobile order, I would have never ordered what I just ordered, so I went for theming. I think what disappoints me the most is we all understand how big of a franchise Marvel is, and I get it. Like, Disney's Marvel is like the big Marvel, but that it kind of correlates over to here as well. There's just not really any themed food. Like, one of the things I love about Universal and theme parks in general is themed food. And there's, like, nothing in this area. With that being said, I went as themed as I could. I just kind of made it up myself. I got a vanilla shake and a cherry pie. Seems pretty American. I know it's not the best ice cream I've ever had, or the best milkshake, but it just tasted like the best milkshake I've ever had for just a second. Oh, it is hot. Do you see the steam coming off of it? Luckily, if it's too hot, I've got a milkshake to cool my mouth down. Oh. You see steam coming off of it and you just shove it in your mouth. That's brilliant. So for the 3 seconds that I could taste something before it singed my taste buds off my mouth, it was actually really good. It shocked me. I'm normally not a huge fan of cherry pie. Like, I don't mind cherry pie. I always find it to be a little tart. And this one is not that. Like, it is very sweet, which if I'm eating pie, I want sweet, like rhubarb pie. What? I can honestly say that's the best thing I've ever had from here, but unfortunately the bar is pretty low. Most of the time, I'd rather take Captain America's shield to the face than come over here and eat, but the cherry pie is not bad. It's going to bring it up a little bit. I'm going to give Captain America's diner like a 4.5. Sorry, Cap. As the sun has gone down, it has actually really started to cool off. I'm probably going to have to buy a sweatshirt before like the event starts tonight. It's a good transition, admit it. If you were wondering why I transitioned tonight, one, that is how days go. Day to night, it's the progress of time. And two, I am here for an Orlando Informer meetup, which is a separately ticketed after-hours event where there's basically no wait times for rides, but the best part about it, for me, tonight, because of what I'm doing, the food's free. The food is included with your ticket. You can get whatever you want, and because these videos are expensive, that helps me out. But seriously, a huge thank you to Orlando Informer for inviting me out. I have a ton of videos on the channel covering the event because it's my favorite way to experience the parks. If you've never seen it or if you have any interest in checking one out, I'll put a link in the description. You definitely should. And another big thank you. But now, let's go get more food. So next up, we are at Cafe 4. And I'm going to be honest, I already know this is my least favorite restaurant here in Islands. Maybe it will surprise me. I could not find a table in there, so you improvise. So as I sit here, I realized that I got pasta. And the last time that I got pasta in a video, I only had a spoon to try to eat it with. And this time, I don't even have a spoon. But luckily, I do have a solution. Somebody that saw that video, they gave me forks for my backpack. Just for situations like this. So thank you. It did not shock me. Listen, I don't know what it is about Cafe 4. Me and it just don't get along. I've never really enjoyed the food there, but I know a lot of people that do, so it's probably just a me thing. It's just not for me. But before I give you my rankings, I don't really have anything. I just want to see how many times I could say 4 right there. I'm going to give it a 4. So when Circus McGurkus reopened with its brand new revamped menu, it quickly became one of my favorite restaurants in this park. I love the theming and I love the food. The food is like whimsical fun. It's sort of like Minions over in Studios, except Dr. Seuss version. So first up is this tamed dragon salad, and I have said it before, this is the best salad in the park. I think it's the best salad in either park right now. It is so good. The first time I had it, I wasn't sure what to think because I don't normally like fruit in my salad, and this has raspberries and I think mandarin oranges and things like that. It's so good. I have a challenge for you. Find a better salad in a theme park. Let me know. If your childhood was anything like mine, you discovered cooking at an early age. My mom and my grandma always cooked, and I decided I wanted to learn how to cook. Like, I watched my first cooking show, and I was like, yeah, I can do all those fancy things. And one of the first things I ever mixed together was pizza and pasta. And wouldn't you know it, here at Circus McGurkus, you can get pizza pasta. One of the best parts about Circus McGurkus is the theming. I mean, I am literally eating under a walrus balancing on a ball. It's crazy. You want to see something even crazier? There's a whole train or trolley that goes through this restaurant. So what is my ranking of Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous? How many letters are in Stupendous? I was going to get cute and give it the same ranking as letters that are in Stupendous, but that's 10. It doesn't get a 10, it gets a 9. Okay, let's go. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Doing good.
I love your videos.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. That is a giant green ham, and this is buffalo chicken tots. If you are familiar with the channel, you know how much I love buffalo chicken tots. These right here are the best item that you can get. It's the best snack, at least, like quick service that you can get in Islands of Adventure. It's not even close. Like some people might say the pizza tots, all that. They're wrong. It's the buffalo tots. Green eggs and ham is often just overlooked. I don't think people think about stopping in here, and when you hear about it, you don't think that it's going to be tots. They do have green eggs and ham. It's just on tots. They have pizza on tots. They have, what are the other ones? Buffalo chicken, obviously. They have vegan pizza on tots. You get the trend. Everything's on tots. But I remember the first few times we came here, we just kind of walked by. It doesn't look like much. It's just like it's a ham, just a ham. And you don't think that it's going to have insanely good food, but it does. What am I doing with this bottle? We've come to the point in the video where I have to get on my kick about how we need to stop making things Nashville hot and bring back Buffalo. More and more things are moving to Nashville hot chicken. It's just not that good. I'm from Nashville. I can say that. Anybody can say it, but I can really say it. I've had a lot of it. It's just not that good. Just make more things Buffalo. This is great. This giant green ham, green eggs and ham, this is a 10. This is a must-stop anytime you're in Islands of Adventure. Our next restaurant is over here in the Lost Continent, and it is Fire Eater's Grill. Fire Eater's is known for one thing, and that is their chicken. And if you're wondering what's famous about their chicken, well, this is your typical chicken finger, and this is a chicken stinger. There's really not that much different. It's just a chicken finger with sauce on it, and it's a little hot, so it stings your mouth. That's my reasoning. I do have somewhat of a hot take. I love buffalo wings, as we've previously discussed. I love buffalo. I think ranch is better, and I know people from Buffalo or traditionalists are going to say, like, oh, it's blue cheese or nothing. Ranch is better. But let's try chicken stinger with ranch. Oh yeah. I don't really know what to call it, because it's not really a buffalo. I said it was light buffalo because I don't have anything else to liken it to. But I don't really know what the flavor is, other than spicy. Whatever it is delicious. It's like this perfect mixture between almost a little that sweet, but very, very spicy. Like I'm feeling it in the back of my throat, and I once again forgot something to drink. The mug's empty. Here's the thing: their chicken fingers, they're perfectly fine. They're the standard theme park chicken finger. It's one of those places that I feel like with their entire menu, because they have gyros as well, they kind of have something for the whole family, especially if you want something different than just like your standard chicken fingers or hamburgers or hot dogs. They've got something for everybody. I think this place is underrated. I think people should be stopping and getting more chicken stingers and less chicken fingers. This should be a thing on a lot of menus. A lot of people want to know about the hot scale. For the hot scale, I would give the stingers like a 2.5, right in the middle. Not too hot, where you're like, oh, my mouth. But they'll let you know they're there. Fire Eaters is going to get a solid 7.9. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Okay, that's enough of that. That'll get copyright. There's a lot of people walking, so you might not see me the whole time, but behind me is Pizza Predatoria. If you're curious about what they serve, it's pizza. My absolute favorite thing about this restaurant? It's the dinosaurs fighting over a piece of pizza. I'll show you. So here are those fighting raptors, but I call this one pull and this one yank. I'm at the point in the day where nothing sounds great, but I'm going to give this as fair of a shot as possible. I'm just very full. Is that a fly? It is not. It is just a piece of burnt cheese. But I don't think I would have cared at this point. So I will say, pretty decent pizza, especially for a theme park piece of pizza, or half of a personal pizza. Not really sure. I think they serve, like, during daytime operations, I think they do whole personal pizzas, and that's why it's like this. It is a little greasy, but maybe that's just theming. You know how dinosaurs turned into fossil fuel? Oil. I don't know what else to say. It's a theme park pizza, and it's a pretty average theme park pizza. Hey Siri, how long ago did dinosaurs roam the Earth? 65 million years ago. Okay, we're gonna go with a 6.5 for Pizza Predatoria. And last, but certainly not least, we have Thunder Falls Terrace. I mean, will you just look at how much food this is? Nothing like a midnight snack. Thunder Falls might be the most underrated restaurant at Islands of Adventure. And I'm realizing that I may have said that about another restaurant tonight. I can't remember. But I mean it this time. If you've been to a theme park, you've probably noticed that several restaurants generally have, like, very standard menus. Thunder Falls has a very elevated menu, especially for a theme park. I mean, it is $12.30, and I just got chicken breast and ribs. It's like Outback. Look at that. The meat just fell off the bone. I don't know what they put on their potatoes. These are addicting. It's probably rosemary, and I don't think rosemary's addicting by nature, but they're good. Thunder Falls is that restaurant that I think most people forget about, and it's probably like the location. It's just back here in the back of the park. I mean, I would say this is pretty close to as far away from the entrance as you can be. And so, like, as you're walking through the park and you see a lot of really good food, you're liable to stop there. I mean, like, the Three Broomsticks is always super packed, and it's because it's pretty early on in your walk, and also it's Harry Potter. I mean, you don't think about Thunder Falls as being a themed restaurant for Jurassic Park, but it does have a lot of theming inside. I mean, like, all the light fixtures have dinosaurs, and there's like Amber. I think it's Amber. It's been a long day. My favorite thing here is they have a pernil that you can get. It's got like rice and stuff with it, and it's like the pork shoulder. It is so good. And then they have a key lime cheesecake. I don't love cheesecake. I like cheesecake. And I certainly don't love key lime. But it's good. After all this food, I'm going to go take a bath. That's a lot of water. Oh, God. Okay, that was a bad idea. After barbecue at midnight, I was going to make a joke about wanting to take a bath. I really don't want to. Thunder Falls, I think it's an 8.4. Yay! We're finished. That is all the restaurants. Pretty crazy that I brought my own confetti cannon, right? That's not mine. That's probably really expensive. There's also a band, and it is very loud. But thanks for hanging out. I'm glad that we did that. Leave me a comment. Let me know what restaurant or what theme park we should do next. Subscribe if you want to see me keep making terrible decisions. I don't know why I have the churro. And you should check out this video. YouTube thinks you'll like it way more than I'm going to like going home and taking a shower to get that barbecue off of me. Okay, bye.